Warriors! Happy day. Good morning, everybody. I'm Coach JB, the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. I'm the coach who says, don't believe a word I say. When you teach a man or woman how to fish, they can eat for a lifetime. If you just give them the fish, they only eat for a day. But if you teach them how to farm, they can feed a nation. Now, we talked about yesterday an exit strategy and why. What is the why behind it? You have to know the game, Warriors. So now we're going to go a little bit deeper, and people keep asking me, why do you keep talking about September 28th? Now, I heard it, first of all, on BitBoy Crypto. I want to give him credit where credit is due. I follow a lot of his stuff. I heard it on BitBoy Crypto's YouTube channel. So I went deeper into it. I found the TradingView chart that he showed, and based on the TradingView chart, it says September 28th is going to be when Bitcoin pulls back. But before we do, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. We do 2 YouTube videos a day to help keep you informed. Now, I have 12 years of banking experience. I learned to scale banks from the ground up. I left the banking system. I broke free from the matrix to create freedom for everybody around me. Now, I run the Warrior Academy that's worldwide, over 1,000 warriors, 14 different countries. So let's get right into it, Warriors. So yesterday we talked about the why, right? Why do you need to know the game? Now I'm going to show you one of my favorite videos. This is with Tika Tawaria and Glenn Beck. Now Tika Tawaria is the guy 5 coins to 5 million. Say you like him or not, he's done really good at picking some of the top cryptocurrencies in the world. His team, Palm Beach Confidential, I think it is, travels around the world looking at cryptocurrencies. He did this video with Glenn Beck. I think it was in, don't quote me, I think it was 2018 or 2019. But we're going to watch this video and we're going to set up the scenario for the mental understanding and the actual chart understanding of why you need to have an exit strategy. I'm just going to verbally share with you how I exit out of the market so I can pull profits. And then tomorrow's video, what I'm going to share with you is what you can do with those profits. There's simple things you can do with those profits. I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but I'm going to share with you the things that I'm doing. Let's watch this video first.
Prove collusion. But, you know, it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck.
And you know what?
It's probably a duck.
The people, they all hang out together. They all think alike. It doesn't have to be calling each other.
Yeah.
They know this game.
Yes. So IMF, Christine Lagarde says in the first part of the year, says all central banks should band together against cryptocurrency.
What this did was play into people's heads that these guys are never going to let Bitcoin survive.
Right.
And so people thought, this is over.
Selling. Yeah.
So let me show you, can we show a chart of the 5 crashes? This is from, I think,
last year, right?
Last year.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we have that chart of the 5 crashes of Bitcoin?
Right. It was 30%. Right. I think 4 of them were 30% and 1 was 40%.
And this is, here it is. This is 1 year.
That's just last year. Yes.
So the key to understand is they're going to show you the crashes within a year. And then I'm going to show you a chart that's going to show you the bear and the bull cycle based on the halving of Bitcoin. Now, remember, Bitcoin dominates the market. We learned that yesterday. Bitcoin is the dominant force.
Explain this.
So I had recommended Bitcoin back here, and in 2017, we just saw this massive volatility. And you got to remember, if you don't see that, you see this big move down, and you're freaking out. So every time this happens, most people.
I mean, a 40% crash is scary.
That's what happened in July. So this is one of the reasons why I say that Bitcoin is not a bubble, because if you look since 2011, we've had 4 major moves. From lows to high, from lows to high. And even if you bought at the high of each move, you have still made money.
Right.
And that can't happen in a bubble. No. That can't happen in a fraudulent asset class.
Okay.
Rather than.
So that's important to understand. You can't have weak hands. You have to have diamond hands in this marketplace, because you can make money. If you can't make money in this market, then you're doing something incorrect, Warriors. What most people are doing incorrect, they don't have a game plan. They just buy Bitcoin, Dogecoin. They buy what their friends are buying, and they have zero strategy. So we talked about the game yesterday. There is going to be a pullback. We can't deny that. Number 1, historical. Number 2, emotional. Number 3 is the elites are going to make profits, right? So there's so many big companies investing into their assets, or excuse me, their profits into assets like Bitcoin, right? There's always going to be market manipulation. It's never just going to be a straight up journey. It doesn't work that way, warriors. So you have to understand that. So I'm going to show you this chart. This is really cool. So I did it this way. I'm not too happy with the way it looks, but hey, we'll do the best we can. So I'm going to take myself off the screen and make this a little bit bigger. I wanted to do this so you could see where to get it. This is tradingview.com. And so this breaks down the Bitcoin cycle. So the bear markets going into the bull market. And you can see after a Bitcoin halving, there's a certain amount of time where the bear market peaks, okay? So you have the halving is right in the middle of the bear and bull market, right? So you can see this right here. You can pull this up on TradingView. You see tradingview.com. The way that I found it was Bitcoin golden, 51%, and it'll pop up. This is really neat to see. So this is really neat to see the physical chart, right? So if you see, we had a halving, I think it was on May 11th. So if you do the math, it comes to September 28, 2021. So that gives you a good guardrail or a parameter to look at. Now, it's not exact science. You shouldn't make this as the holy grail, but this chart shows you exactly how it works. You have a bear market for a certain amount of time, the Bitcoin halving, then you have a bull market, then you have a pullback, and it's usually a pretty major pullback, right? Then it starts over again. You start to climb back up. You have a halving, bull market, pulls back down. We had the halving last year. Now we're going to be going into some parabolic moves. It went from 9,000 to 20,000, 60,000, drop back down to 55 when I do this video, and then it's going to climb back up. And so, or anywhere from 55 to 60 as I'm doing the video. Now this is going to climb back up, and it's going to hit a certain point where it's going to pull back. Now remember what's going to happen as Bitcoin dominance goes down, the altcoins are going to go up, but then altcoins are going to pull back. So why is it important for you to understand what Bitcoin's doing? Because it manages and runs the whole game. All right, warriors. So what am I going to be doing, and what have I already done? For example, I've exited 2 early positions in ADA and Engine. I've been investing in those for quite a while. So I've been investing in cryptocurrency for quite a while, and I went through the whole bear market. I guess that's a lie. Not the whole bear market, but a year and a half of the bear market in regards to cryptocurrency as we went into the bull market, okay? So what I created is a exit strategy that I ladder out of the market. So the number one thing that I worked on was getting my initial investment back, okay? To get my initial money back, so I'm house money. That's the key word. So if you invested $1,000, you would need to get your $1,000 back, because that's house money. So if you lost in the marketplace, you're losing the house money, just like the casino, right? So if you won $1,000 on roulette, or you went in with $1,000 and you won $2,000, you should always pull your $1,000. Now you're having a great time because you didn't spend any money. Okay, so the key factor is to get your initial investment back. But how do you do that? You have to have a strict exit strategy. So I have 4 exit points on the way up based on a 50% exit the market strategy. So most of my cryptocurrencies that are fundamental, real world soft cryptocurrencies, I'm going to exit out 50% of my portfolio, having 4 price points of that 50% portfolio as it goes up. For example, I had I think I want to get I think it was ADA or Engine. Let me look real quick. I think it was ADA was 270. It's ADA or Engine. Well, at that time my brain is. Anyways, so let's imagine I think it was ADA or Engine. Anyways, one of them hit $2.70. So that was my first target. Yes, so that was my first target. So basically what I did is I have a chart where it hit 10%. Okay. I'm sorry. It's hit my first target, my first price target, exit point. So I took 10% of the 50% of my exit strategy. So my chart had the exact amount of coins that I need to take out. So I took out those coins and went into profit. My next one is my next price target, which is 20%. And the next one is 25%. And the next one would be either 15% or 25. Now, as it goes up to 100%, right? So as it goes up, you're pulling out 50% of your portfolio as it goes up. So what happens is, if God forbid there's a major crash, immediate crash, you literally have pulled profits out when most people come sliding down the back end. Does that make sense? So because you're never going to time the top, you're never going to time the bottom. You're never going to. And what's going to happen as things start to come into August and September, we start to see those parabolic moves with Bitcoin. If you're heavily weighted in altcoins, you want to pay attention. When you see Bitcoin coming back down, not financial advice, you're probably going to see your altcoins pump, and you want to pull profits. Because a couple things that are going to happen. When everybody hits euphoria, would you agree that it seems like the exchanges, ironically, seem to shut down? or ironically have technical issues, or ironically are doing maintenance issues, and you can't get your money out during that time. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it could happen, and you come sliding down the back end and you took no profits in the bull market. So it's a ladder strategy. It's taking money out as the market goes up, and then when you see those peaks coming, you can adjust, but it's a moving target. Like a lot of people ask me in my Warrior Academy, what is this? It's not a holy grail. Basically, when I set that based on the projects, things changing with the project, maybe a leadership change, or maybe the project goes backwards, maybe I will lower my price targets. Or if I see something bullish, I may raise my price target, right? So for example, with XRP, everybody's like, are you Xing? Yes, I'm Xing out 50% of my portfolio of XRP as well. That's my choice. That's what I'm doing. I also have different strategies that I'm going to be doing, not just with crypto. I'm heavily weighted in crypto right now. By the end of this year, my methodical plan that I've been building is to not just be all crypto, but precious metals. I have some other ideas I'm going to do around buying into real estate, things like that. So I have a game plan for generational wealth, not just crypto. I want to be diversified in different areas. I'm heavily weighted in crypto right now. So I just want to share it with you guys. So we talked yesterday about knowing the game. Today we talked about, hey, it's coming. There is going to be a pullback. You can't deny that. The reason why I'm keeping money in the market is because they keep talking about the super cycle because of all the different news happening right now. You got all these institutional investors coming in, a lot of institutional investors coming in. We're actually investing some of our profits into Ethereum, dollar cost average into Ethereum. So we're a company who's doing that as well. We're also a bunch of personal investors like us, right? And there's going to be a mass retail adoption. So those are some of the things I'm focused on. We talked about knowing the game. Today we talked about laddering out of the market, and tomorrow I'm going to talk about a few things that I'm doing. Like you can do some staking protocols, staking some of your cryptocurrency to create residual income. You can get into buying real estate. You can get into gold and silver, things like that. So I'm going to talk about my personal plan and some of the things that I'm doing. Now, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just being open and honest with you where I'm headed in the marketplace. Okay. Now, one thing is you got to understand, Warriors, you do not know who the Wizard of Oz is. Things can change quickly. So you have to have a game plan. That's the key. So down in the description down below, Warriors, what do we do in our Warrior Academy? We have over 1,000 Warriors, 14 different countries. You work out live. It's everything. Workouts, nutrition, subconscious mind programming, goal setting, vision board creation, changing your subconscious mind around wealth. You have exact access to the exit strategy, all built out for you in a spreadsheet. So you can build your own targets, create your own exit spreads. Cheat sheet, excuse me. You have access to my portfolio, not financial advice. I just show you exactly what I'm invested in. I share when I make moves. We also have a Discord with over 800 warriors in there, much smarter than me. Technical analysis call, crypto call on Thursday. It is a comprehensive program. If you really immerse yourself, Warriors, you're going to find a community like you've never felt before. Number one, forget all the technical analysis stuff. The community is what makes it great. We're rising together. Think and Grow Rich. The number one thing is mastermind. So down in the description down below, you can join our private Warrior Academy. If you want to get to know, like, and trust us, join our free Facebook group. Warriors, rise, let's go.